So vintage is something that's a little bit, I think, a little bit easier sometimes to shop for, like whether it's a show or online, because there's not a lot of room to hide, I guess, if that makes sense. So like, let's talk about the other side of things. Let's talk about how to find and just what to look for when it comes to like a modern era card. Chrome, Prism, Best, Finest, all those pretty cards, like late 90s until now, right? So of course, look for what's permanent. I say that on vintage, I say it on modern. The permanent stuff on most modern era cards are going to be surface dimples, you guys, or I'll sometimes just call them like we call them print lines or things like that. Those are in like the middle area, right? So if you see some lines going across the card, you guys, and you can tell that it's like gouged into the card, like you can feel it. Like don't be afraid to touch a card. I know sometimes you might just have to look at them on the internet, but if you can see a big old line going up and down a card, just bet that it's going to be permanent, okay? Um, but then I will look for the permanent issues first, because if you want to get a awesome modern era card, but you want a great grade on it, or just a project card, you can't have dimples. You can't have a card, of course, heavy off center. You know that's nothing you can do with that. But just really study the surface when it comes to modern era cards the best you can. And when you see issues on the front side, on the hard side, the plastic side of the card, those are usually going to be permanent. Now the front side cleans up real well. If you need to like polish it or use any card spray or anything like that, you're fine with that. But if you want to make improvements, avoid structural stuff. Bent indents on the plastic, dimples on the plastic. It's just a dead end and it's going to make you go crazy. So just avoid those.